Did Rocky Balboa's marriage end over a dog? Hey, this is Drew Page. Welcome to the Drew Page channel. In this video, we're going to talk about new news that has surfaced in regard to Sylvester Stallone's divorce from his wife, Jennifer Flavin, and what we can learn about causes of divorce. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. TMZ broke out news yesterday that said that Sylvester Stallone has come out and talked very minimally about the breakdown in the marriage. And the reason why he did that is because there was a source who claims that the reason for the breakdown in the marriage was that he wanted another Rottweiler dog named Dwight, and that his wife, Jennifer Flavin, was not interested in that, and that led to an argument, which then led to other issues being surfaced between the two in the argument that led to the irreconcilable differences. Now, Sylvester Stallone has come out and made a statement saying, no, that's not the reason why it was. It's just we're just going in two different directions. It had nothing to do with the dog. But one of the things that's interesting is that if you look at his shoulder, you will see that where there used to be a tattoo of his wife, it has now been kind of weirdly adjusted into the face of a Rottweiler. So that does raise some questions as to what impact this dog that he clearly loves enough to put ink on his shoulder for may have led and contributed to the marriage. I mean, until we find out what the facts are, we see what the actual evidence is in regard to the courts, there's no reason to disbelieve what he has to say any less than it would be to disbelieve what Jennifer Flavin has to say. The evidence speaks for itself, so we'll just have to see what comes out in the court hearing. But that is not the weirdest thing that I've ever seen to bring an end to a marriage. I've seen all kinds of weird things come between marital parties, and obviously I'm bound by attorney-client privilege on some, so I can't share those, but it's not unusual for very small things to blossom and blow up into arguments that lead to name-calling, physical altercations, mental anguish, and other things that can lead to a cause of a contested divorce known as cruelty or constructive desertion. Cruelty, of course, being when someone is placed into a reasonable apprehension of harm, or their threats, mental anguish caused that lead to other things, and emotional turmoil and emotional distress and things of that nature can lead to a grounds for cruelty in some jurisdictions. Now, if you're in a no-fault jurisdiction state, it doesn't matter what they did to cause divorce. Anybody can get a divorce for any reason. In Virginia, for example, you can get a no-fault divorce if you're willing to just live separate and apart for more than 1 year. But if people don't agree to that and they want to file a contested divorce, then they have to do it under certain grounds, such as adultery, cruelty, desertion and abandonment, felony conviction with incarceration for more than a year, things of that nature. So the bottom line here is that there has to be some grounds for the divorce, but the issue here is one where it's clearly some sort of irreconcilable difference between the two. Now, I also learned in this article that when they first got into a relationship, he was 42 years old and she was only 19. And now it's been 25 years of marriage later and over 30 years of a relationship. I mean, that's like marrying a completely different person. So I don't know how much that comes into play, but I just found that interesting. I always hate to see marriages end. Even as a divorce lawyer, there are many times where I'm like, are you sure you really want to do this? I mean, you've been together this long. I'll take your money if you want to give it to me, but do you really want to end things after having been together this long? Marriage is such an important thing. I know that society basically treats it as, get in, get out whenever you want. There's nothing special about it, but there should be, in my opinion. Obviously, you don't have to take that opinion, but from a legal perspective, it'll be interesting to see what the actual grounds for divorce are here if it becomes a public trial. My guess is it probably won't. It'll probably reach a settlement, but we'll see how much the dog comes into play. I was hoping maybe they had just renamed the dog Butkus, maybe 3 or 4, because I know that was the name of his dog in Rocky. But anyway, hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and until next time, stay tuned.